So we're putting in our second trench over this pit to see if it's an Anglo-Saxon building. Because when Leeds dug similar pits in the 1920s, they turned out to be Anglo-Saxon buildings called Grubenhäuser, or grub huts. And it was these small buildings built over cellars that produced lots of finds. The excavation of what's hopefully our Anglo-Saxon hall is well underway, but it rather begs the question, what is an Anglo-Saxon hall? Sam, what did one look like?
Imagine a great barn-like structure, high-gabled, beautifully decorated, beautifully carved, great ceremonial doors, and one of the great representations of those in modern times is Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, particularly the great feasting hall, the Meduseld in the Kingdom of Rohan for King Theoden.
OK, so it's big and echoey.
Yes.
What was it for?
Well, lots of feasting, lots of drinking. Mead halls, beer halls, wine halls, these are all synonymous terms for royal halls.
Well, a number of our team, I think, are very well experienced in that kind of thing, although at the moment they're being fairly silent. What are you doing, Matt?
Well, this is an Anglo-Saxon board game, and it kind of plays on your military tactics, a bit like chess.
So you'd got board games, you'd got poetry, you've got blazing fires, you've got feasting.
The blazing fire, that really comes out well in this wonderful quotation from Bede. I quote the Old English, Safir on Eilid, thine hall ye warmed, and it raina and snowa and sturma ut.
Which means?
It hardly needs translating. The fire is kindled and thine hall is warmed, and it rains and snows and storms outside. But all is peace and happy within.
It's now mid-afternoon day one, and back in the trenches, it seems that all is peace and happiness as well. Although Rakshar's still shifting mud, in Trench 1 things are looking promising, as Phil's finally got through the topsoil.
How are you getting on then, Phil?
Well, you just asked at a very crucial time. I think we're just beginning to see the features poking through.
Right.
Now look, here's the geophysics plot, here's our trench in there. Now we're sort of standing in this corner here. So we should begin to see this big curving ditch coming through there. And I reckon we've got it.
Yeah.
When you get over here, you can actually begin to see the ditch. Look, you've got gravel there.
Yeah.
And then you can see there's a line there.
Oh, yeah.
There, you go into this dark sandy stuff, and then you get back to gravel there. Now, I reckon our ditch, we're just on the top of it, and I reckon it's swinging round there.
So is that bone I can actually see down there?
That is bone there, yeah.
With what looks like burning material?
Absolutely. But what you haven't seen is this. Look, we got 1, 2, 3, looks like 4.
My goodness.
Bits of pottery actually broken in the top of the ditch. Now, those bits, none of this material has been disturbed by the ploughing. That's the crucial thing about it.
So what date's that?
At the moment, I wish I hadn't dug it up yet, but it's literally, just the last thing I did, sweep it away with a digger, and there were these bits of pottery.
Right.
It's so tempting, isn't it, to think that those two things might be related.
Well, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Pottery.
Right.
Well, I'm thinking Bronze Age cremation, aren't you?
Exactly, something like that, yeah.
But the point of it is that pottery is going into that ditch once the ditch is completely filled up. So that should actually give us an early indication of how old that ditch might be.
So the crop marks and geophys seem to be delivering on the prehistoric. We might have our Bronze Age barrow. And as Matt joins the trench, we might even have a hint of our Anglo-Saxon hall.
Matt, have you seen this, what looks like an L-shaped feature here? It's coming round and going up there as well. I mean, where are we relative to the Saxon hall?
I think it should be about where you're standing, so it's like halfway up the trench. So,
OK. Well, it's like the corner of a building, so...
So it's all looking promising. But if we really do have an Anglo-Saxon hall, what's it doing here in the middle of nowhere?
Hello, my name's John Gator. Time Team is fan-funded by Patreon. This vital support helps us to make new episodes. Joining Patreon gives you access to exclusive interviews, 3D models and masterclasses, plus lots more.